Good evening. Welcome to the Metaphysical Art Theater, as in theater of the mind, our mind of imagination. My name is Lindell, and tonight I have discovered there is life beyond natural man-mind reasoning, first-person revelations. 40 years and I have only begun the adventure, but enough to recognize the drama man is a virtual reality, the play of humanity. It's in constant change. Reality is changeless. Same always. Well, that's man's salvation, because absolute love loves absolutely. Nothing man could do could change that. That's a given. The frontal cortex, the decision center of the mind, it awaits your claim. You're coming in. Believing is receiving. Attitude awareness and imaginational control. Whatever you do, you're talking to yourself, and you're talking yourself into or out of what? This is your our everydayness. Linear thinking does not allow for leaps of faith. And when I speak of faith, I'm not speaking of blind faith. This is informed faith. That you know what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it. You're agreeing to do in self, and risen is the drama man. Well, the without is a mirror. It reflects all your thoughts. Everyone's brain accepts change. But we're to be diligent, consistent, persistent, to follow through. In other words, be it now. Now is the appointed hour of desired change. Excuse me. But what are you waiting for? I did that. I waited and waited, but I really couldn't even say what it was I was waiting for. I waited nonetheless. But for what? I was spending my time rather than investing my time to expect better life, better lifestyles, and advancement in attitude awareness and imaginational control. That's just for that. Well, we're all feeling after, whatever it is you call it. Well, just consider, all the help you need, you're told, is nearer than hands and feet. All the answers, all the solutions, all the help that you need, nearer than hands and feet. Well, where is it that you feel you need to go? If it's nearer than hands and feet, all the help that you need. Well, you're being told to go within, and when I say within, don't get confused. Mind is not in body. Body is in mind. Turning to within is turning to spirit itself, in self, that who it is that you really are. Not this part that you're playing, not the mask, not the role in this shadow world, this virtual reality that you have accepted as reality or agreed to. But even if you didn't agree to it, you're still accepting it to some degree because you're living it. However subtly you received it, yes. Attitude awareness and imaginational control. Remember that. You're living. There's always an option. There's always an option to turn around, to change your mind, change your world. As within, so without. As Nathan Hale said it, give me liberty or give me death. I mean, if you're really that wholehearted in your feeling after, to be the more, to have the more, just start right now. Start being it. Yes. Well, that's what the message of Scripture is. Do it. Do a thing, and you shall have the power. That's the message to all of us. One power, the only power. Let the weak man say, I am strong. Well, Jesus' message is one power. One mind, one body, one spirit, Father of all. That's Jesus' message. So wherever it is that you are, you're on the path. If that's what you want to call it, being on the path. You're on the path. Maybe you're just going the wrong way. So all you have to do is turn around. That's it. Turn around. If you turn to me, I'll turn to you. If you don't enjoy the direction you're going, turning around in your thinking and feeling. And yes, I did say simple. I didn't say easy, though. Yeah. Please don't call me and say, Lindell, you know that's easier said than done. I agree with that. I do agree that it's easier said than done. But that's the beauty of the gift, because that's what it is that we were given to do, to say our say, and you're about saying your say. You have a valid say. What are you saying with your valid say? Really? Yeah, it's worthy of considering, really. It is our world of everydayness experiencing, as within, so without, individually. Yeah. Yes, that's the correct. Yes. Awareness of is the substance, right. Look, we're not helpless. We weren't left here helpless. I mean, lazy-minded and double-minded, yes. Plenty of that. Something that I really know from first-person experiencing. Consider the dictionary's definition of all. It's all. Absolute. God is love, and absolute love loves absolutely. Well, God is all things to all. And that's true right here, right now. If you need a place to start your contemplation and meditation, that sounds like a really good place to me. Yes, but our story is as we're impressed, we express. And that's for everyone. Keep in remembrance, whatsoever is the potential of our asking, believing, receiving. Yes, and you are receiving. Impressed we express. Yes. Oh, yes. Many do deny this, but then look at the world. I mean, I discovered it to be as it's purported to be. How it is you came to be impressed, that's not taken into consideration. Well, why you haven't chosen differently, that's not taken into consideration either. As you think, you are. In consideration of making up your world based upon your self-talk. Think about this. And that's good or otherwise. As within, so without. We all act our parts according to our conditioning, unless we have done what is needed to change our conditioning, which you can do. It's a given. Well, if we found that it's not to our benefits to continue in such an idea, such an attitude, such an assumption, consider what it is that we've been told. God is no respecter of persons. Our stations in life are your works. It is as you seek, you find, you do. And whatsoever, again, is the potential. You asked a question about the conditioning. We were all conditioned. Look, we were all conditioned, well, we were born, handed over to who? Hopefully they were warm, well-meaning, loving people, but I understand that's not always the case. But if you have reached the age of reason, well, then let's begin to reason. You're told that all the help you need is nearer than hands and feet. That's right. Meaning what, you ask? You have a valid say. You're about saying your valid say, and your world of experiencing is the result of that. Outwardly are your self-talk. And your world of everydayness experiencing is the result of what you're saying with your valid say. That may sound a bit confusing when you first hear it, but we're told that all things are possible to those who believe. Yes, all things. Self-examination. Well, that's to see where it is that you're leading you, because you're doing so consistently, persistently. Yes, monitoring our own self-talk will reveal this. It's always keep in remembrance, the emotional self-talk isn't falling into the past. It's what we're all experiencing. Well, on different levels of intensity and intent, yes. Well, it's according to your emotion, your movement out from. Just ask yourself truly, what is your intent? What do you intend to do? Once you have determined that it is an as within, so without. Stop intending to do and start doing. Do a thing, and you shall have the power. Look, we're told in many ways that if you'll do it, you'll have it. A thing. Yeah. Kind of leaves it wide open, doesn't it? A thing. And you shall have the power. Understand, your every word is being taken into culmination to make up your life experiencing, your everydayness. I mean, if you want different experiences, change your mind, change your world. Challenge yourself to do so. Change the attitudes, change the assumptions, change the moods. You can do this. It's a given that you can do this. Oh, yes, it does take patience to just to keep in remembrance what it is that you have agreed with is a better lifestyle. And also keep in remembrance that what we don't remember, we don't do. So, yeah, it's wise to take steps for our remembering. And that's the reason for these tapes and cassettes and CDs, DVDs. Whatever you consider worthy of your attention, listen often. What it is that I'm sharing is better life. Your life like you really mean it. Start today. Start now. Making better choices. Well, you'll have better results if you do so. Yes, you will have so if you do so. I'm sure you'll agree with that. As within, so without. Look, I understand busy, okay? But I also understand self-denial and how unwillingly, I so use that as an excuse, a justification, a reason to avoid doing the very thing that I claimed was better, that I desired. Oh, starting's difficult, yes. Well, because you're acting in faith and have no memory to support the new man. We're told to be in the world, but not to be of the world. Well, mass mind reasoning is based upon fear generally. We're being encouraged to change your mind, change your world, to set the world of everydayness aside for a time of contemplation, a time of meditation. Simply because looking for desired change requires an investment in self. We're told very plainly to enter the closet, close the door, and when you're alone, speak to your Father which is in heaven. Yeah. Well, if you would do so consistently, persistently as you can, convincing yourself. Someone said, I have tried and failed. Well, if you haven't stopped, you haven't failed. It's only when you quit. Just keep reminding yourself, nothing changes until you change. There's nothing transforming in death. Yeah, yes. I do understand. Yes, I do understand how difficult it is to even consider a change of mind. Being committed to this and being committed to that and responsible for this and responsible for that. I understand that. Busy. It can just seem so overwhelming to the point that you have no time for yourself to relax. But you can. If you once pass through the portal, the open door, in mind, in imagination, your confidence for better life will soar because it's with you. Right here, right now. It is with you. And someone asks, is there a special code? And the answer to that is, yes, there is a code. Yes, it's be still and know that I am God. Yes, be still and know that I am God. That's an invitation. You turn to me, I'll turn to you. Without question, we're given to know. And the question that you should ask, that's your to do to know. Just turn to the Word. Well, the Word is with God, the Word is with you, and the Word is God. What are you doing with the Word? We're told that worshiping God is using His gifts. Yes, worshiping God is using his gifts. Yes, we're being told the wisdom of worshiping God is awakening. Awakening to what has already been a given. You have the gifts already given